everybody, and welcome to today's auction. Hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. Of course, it's going to be pretty laid back. We've just got the end of VCA number 79, and of course, we've got a regular auction about to start. Don't forget to subscribe, of course, hit the like button and smash that bell, and of course, share if you can. Let's have a quick look at the sound. Sounds good to me. So get into chat there, say hello. We'd like to be an open community in the Axion community. So get in there and say hi. So it'd be pretty cool. Let's quickly check out where we're at. Auction day 278, and of course, let's have a look at some of the numbers. So we've got just under 11 minutes to go in the auction. Day 278. We've got 13.86 ETH is our target. We've got 1.1 ETH in there, so $3,336 versus 41,650. Now remember, 85% of the ETH proceeds will be split into buying Axion and Wrap Bitcoin. Wrap Bitcoin goes back to stakers, so if you've got Axion in your stake, you'll be getting a share of that. And of course, Axion is going to be bought on the market probably at some random stage, accumulated with other auctions, and then that will be burnt, destroyed. So we're looking for some reporting on that. I believe that's coming out, so it's going to be pretty good. Now, the auction price, of course, is 38.4 million AXN per ETH at the moment. That includes a 7% bonus on top of the Uniswap price, which is currently 35.9 million AXN per ETH. Plus, if you stake long, you can get up to 20% bonus. So that's pretty handsome too for 5,555 days. And minimum bonus is 350 days. So that's where that's at. So very cool on that. All right, so that's how we're going with the auction. What we've got coming up, of course, is we've got a regular auction coming up with the new unified auction benefits. So that's $16,661. It's going to start in about 10 minutes' time. That's got 200 million Axion plus about 16,399 penalties rolled in there as well. Now, Mega VCA coming up on Friday. This will be a longer show because we're going to do a shorter show tonight. But this will be a longer show with the Mega VCA on. And of course, it's going to be Mega VCA number 80. Can you believe it? Number 80. And of course, that's going to be pretty epic. 280,000 US dollars at the moment. Now, anything that's not sold in the VCAs at the moment is getting rolled into this one. And of course, then we've got a VCA number 81 after that, and then a regular auction. And then next week, it looks like we're going to have 375 million in each auction. So I think that's going to be the rules for next week. And so that's going to be one unified for sure. So they all look the same. That'll be easier to explain to people as well. So very cool on that. All right, so very cool. Let's have a quick look. Those are the summary of the auction at the moment. And let's have a quick look at the amount of Bitcoin. I believe this is fairly accurate. Not sure if this is still accurate, this number, but that may be accurate. 830, I think it's pretty close. It's $836. It's 0.0189 Bitcoin, 0.022. I haven't double checked that, but I think that is correct actually. So there we are, and that's how we're going. Let's have a quick look at the ecosystem while we're counting it down. I started a little bit early on the live stream since we're going to be doing probably about 15 minutes of this one and about 15 minutes of the next one. So very cool, and then we're going to have a bit longer, full hour or so live stream tomorrow for the Mega VCA. Now, currently at the moment we're sitting on 314.2 billion total supply, 57.5 billion liquid. That includes about 3.7 in the dev wallet. So we're sitting at about just under 54 billion liquid there, and staked is 256.6, and we're probably sitting at about 82.5, 83% staked there. Crypto rank of 1,089, 26,300 stakes, 9.48 million average stake size. Average stake length is 2,541 days, which, as we say, is always pretty epic at about 6.9 years. Market cap is 8.24 million, and the share rate is 1.1970. And let's have a quick look at the shares. Total shares on the market, 673 billion. And that's being targeted at the moment. Big paydays coming up, 5 billion on the 29th of October. Max share club is 143.24 billion, and total stakes there is 9587. I think that's about 57% of the total amount of shares as well, staked amount, I should say. And the Bitcoin auction is sitting $7.5 million US dollars at the current price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin obviously pulled back a little bit there. So $7.5 million, 168.89 Wrap Bitcoin. Cashed out is 6.3 million. So most of that, I'm assuming people have still hodled that, at least, let's say arguably let's say 70%, say if still hodling their Bitcoin, then that's also that wealth's all sitting in people's hands there, particularly investors up to recent periods. Go about 6 minutes and 30 minutes, 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. We're just counting that down too. Let's have a quick look at the price. Price at the moment, quadruple zero 8339. So pretty similar to yesterday. I think that's pretty similar. Yeah, I think it's pretty similar. Let me have a look here. Maybe it's slightly lower than yesterday. Let's go full screen here and do the actual ruler here. What we got the hourly here. Let's do what are we on 1800. So just go back to 1800 again. So I think we were around about here. So yeah, we were at quadruple 8666. So we have come down 5%, but we're up a little bit, so we're down about 4%, just under 4% at the moment. So we had a red candle there, pretty much sent us down, that big red one there. So someone selling down there. Let's have a look. Hard to say how much though, of course. Doesn't appear to that much. Let's have a look. Okay, 40 and 22 million. Probably that's probably the one that's done that. So we're sitting at 2.5 million liquidity, 35,000 daily volume, 423 in the ETH pool versus 15.3 billion. That's where we're at the moment. That's the state of play. All right, what else we got? Let's go have a quick look at some of the news as well. Let's have a look at there's no announcements in the general channel, so no announcements here at the moment, but we do have some news in the marketplace. Pretty much, this is pretty big news. Liquid exchange getting hacked to the tune of $80 million. Now, Liquid has always had some of the tightest security on it. Japanese exchange, of course, been around for a long time. But it got its warm wallets, got not its cold wallets, hard wallets, but its warm wallets got hacked, $80 million, and so that's been removed from Liquid Global Exchange. And Liquid's one of the ones I used to use a lot. Obviously, a lot of us have moved off centralized exchanges unless you're trading a lot. You wanted to swap particular coins. A lot of people have moved off those, and obviously they've had, got DeFi stuff on there as well. KuCoin has responded by blacklisting the addresses that received stolen funds, so it's nice to see a bit of work there between exchanges going on. Japanese exchange been hacked for 80 million in digital assets, moved off the platform. The exchange confirmed the breach in an August 19 tweet. Liquid revealing the wallet addresses implicated in the breach. The exchange noted that only its warm wallets were affected because Liquid's always been well known for having high security with the cold wallet, hard wallets, and adding its assets to it's currently been moved to its cold storage. Withdrawals and deposits have been suspended on Liquid, with the exchange promising to provide regular updates as its investigations unfold. You can see the tweet there. So important notes, we're sorry to announce Liquid Global warm wallets were compromised. We are moving assets into cold wallets. So yeah, bit sad really, especially since they're one of the, got one of the best security setups. A lot of people have actually moved to copy Liquid in many ways. So that was the case. I used to find it a bit frustrating trying to withdraw assets from there because the security was so tight. Sometimes it used to take ages. They have sped a lot of that stuff up though, but there we are. And they're currently investigating and provide regular updates. So, and Liquid said following the assets had been transferred to hackers following address. Further investigation that comes. So it looks like they may control some of those, something like that. So pretty cool. Or at least they're going to try and stop it being tradable. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, Kevin Wilson's in the house, Axion Token members. Good to see you. Hi, everybody. Hey, good to see you there, Kevin. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself. And yeah, so that's what happened. While Liquid is yet to confirm exactly how much has been taken, Cointelegraph has identified that more than 107 BTC, 9 million TRX, 11 million XRP, and almost $60 million worth of ETH and ERC tokens appear to have been taken by the hackers. That's a pretty big haul. There are unconfirmed reports that the Ethereum wallet compromised held deposits from crypto yield provider Celsius Network. Oh no, that's not great. And April, Celsius announced that it had integrated with Liquid to offer the exchange's customers a compounding return on digital asset purchases. Oh, that's a real shame. Boy, oh boy. The announcements noted that Liquid became one of the first fiat to crypto exchanges to support Celsius native CEL token in 2019, stating the two firms have continued to grow their partnership since. So another exchange, KuCoin, promptly responded to the hack by blacklisting the addresses involved in the hack, according to a tweet on the exchange CEO Johnny Liu. So there we are aware of Liquid Global Security Incident, and hackers' addresses have been added to the blacklist of KuCoin. hope everything is okay. And that was that. In November 2018, Liquid suffered a breach that saw its users' personal information exposed to hackers, possibly including names, addresses, and passwords. So there we are, folks. You want to look after yourself. That was the big news there on the old old thing. The other thing was pretty interesting. Coinbase amassing 4 billion in war chest, so it can outlast the crypto winter. So yeah, there we are. You know, those exchanges, they make a lot of profits in the bull markets. All right, so very cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hey, Kenny lies in the house. RH will talk about this in his streams. I bet he will, Kenny. He loves talk. Man, there's been so many lately that haven't there. You know, because of the bull market as well, making it extra exciting for people, those criminals out there that love to hack exchanges. So they protect your money, folks. Your keys, your coins. It does boost the use case for things like Pulsechain and obviously. You know, any crypto that has that security in place that's been working like clockwork. So take care. We've noticed that obviously some exchanges keep getting hacked. Bridges have been hacked. Things like that. So if you've ever interacted with contract and you've got unlimited on your contract, you might want to cancel those out. Find out how to do that and get rid of those unlimited amounts because they do get hacked. That's one of the things that you'll be compromised because they'll be able to go in and use that permission and stuff like that. So you've got to be careful out there, folks. All right, your keys, your coins as well as the other thing. Right, so that's where we're at the moment. Let's have a look. So just finished, folks, just finished auction, just as I jump back there. So that's where we're at. Let's go into, looks like we're at, yeah, so 7.97. We sold out 1.18. So we're about to flip it over to the regular auction. And that's what we're about to do. We'll just have to wait a minute until that does that. But that's where we're at. So yeah, what was that? 7.8% sold out there. Now, there's quite a few messages from Pullen today, so we're going to go check a few of those as well. So do bear with me as we go through those. All right, well, first of all, we're going to reset this auction. Obviously, we've got this regular auction coming up. It does take about a minute, so we're just going to let it play out at the moment. All right, let's go here. Now, we are in the Axion testing initiative phase, number 2, with the unified auction, which is something I've been wanting for a long time. So it's actually quite nice that it's here. Obviously, we've got we may see a bit more ETH start entering the pools with ETH sort of settling out at the moment. We'll see whether Bitcoin decides to make another move at all. So it's just obviously cooled off after many days of pushing up there. Okay, let's give a refresh to the auction and see how we're going. And bam, bam, bam. Hey, we haven't got FBAM. Where's FBAM these days? Oh, we had the FBAM the other day. So there we are, folks. We're on auction day 279, and it's a regular auction. And we've got 200 million AXN in there with $16,399 of penalties. That's $16,595. We need 5.5 ETH to sell it out, and we've just started 24 auction. That's the way it's going to go. You can get 38.5 million AXN per ETH, plus up to 20% bonus if you stake long. And of course, that's better than the Uniswap rate by a long shot. So very nice there. Up to 20%, 27% extra bonuses at the moment under these Axion testing initiative rules. So very cool. And obviously, we've got the Mega VCA tomorrow. It's just hook back in here, and we'll pull up the Mega VCA data at the moment. Now, it's going to increase, of course, with the VCA that's just finished. That will be rolling into this one here. So we're currently at 3.3 billion, but they'll probably end up being about 3.6 or something like that, 3.7. And it's currently 278,000, so it's going to be quite mega tomorrow. So I hope you guys join me for that. We have a pretty decent live stream for that. Plus, it's the weekend, Friday, so hopefully, obviously depends on where you are in the world. It might be late Thursday or somewhere else, who knows? But that's what we're going to have tomorrow. So join me for that. It's going to be VCA number 80. That sounds pretty big to me. 80 days around the world. That's how we're going to do 80 days around the auctions. John Atkins says hi, Superman and everybody. Hey, John Atkins, another Axion token member. Good to see you again. And Free Willy's in the house. I was caught in the middle of a railroad track. Oh no! I looked around and I knew there was no turning back. My mind raced, and I thought, what could we do? And I knew there was no help. No help from you. There's another song phrase there from Free Willy. Nice one there, Free Willy. I'm just starting to catch on to those now. So very cool. Free Willy's in the house. Represent another Axion token member. Anyway, so that's where we're at the moment, folks. We just started off. We're a couple minutes into it, and let's do a little refresh before we jump on to another topic. We've got another topic to go. Hey, I think we've actually got lower Gwei at the moment, the first time all week. So let's check out the Gwei. I think this is actually might be auction friendly Gwei coming into play right now. Haven't seen this low for a while. Normally it's been over like 30 Gwei or maybe 28 at best, but looks like we've actually got better Gwei on at the moment. If it's going to populate, oh, it's just slightly going higher as I'm talking. So 24.21, so that's actually a bit better than we've had lately. Uniswap somewhere between $5 and say $7, I guess is where that's at the moment. Let's have a look at OpenSea, which is our best indication of the auction. So you might be looking at $25, $30 to enter the auction. Maybe even cheaper at the moment with the Gwei, just as long as it gets cheaper there. OpenSea is around 22, so you might be looking at 25 to 30. But then, of course, that's always indicative. Oh, there we are. We've jumped down to 18.19. So that's even better for the auctions now. Very cool. So that's actually going to make it a lot more reasonable. And of course, you can see we did have another high gas fee early in the day. Typically around these times, we see around these sort of times, we see the higher ones. But around auction times, we actually are lucky that they're generally lower. And at the moment, 19. In fact, 19 looks like the lowest all week, doesn't it? If you look through there. I think this is the very lowest Gwei we've had in 7 days on average, so 19. That's very timely. We appreciate that. Thank you, Ethereum. We do appreciate that for sure. Free Willy says AC/DC. Nice one there, Free Willy. AC/DC gonna rock with you. Obviously, one of the famous rock bands. Was it this? I guess it's 70s, 80s, 90s, particular. Obviously, still famous, but I'm not sure if they're still playing. Are they still playing? Let me know. Probably are still playing. Who knows? A lot of those classic 80s rock bands are still playing. I think they are still playing. All right, was it Def Leppard, AC/DC, lots of those, all that sort of stuff there. All right, so that's where we're at on the Gwei. So Gwei's looking friendly at the moment. And what else are we going to talk about? So obviously the lower the Gwei is, you can probably take your wrap Bitcoin out at a cheaper price. So don't remember that if you've got wrap Bitcoin you're holding off there. And of course, Axion version 3 is apparently going to audit about the 6th of September. So we're waiting for that, and so we probably could expect that going lives coming out of audit maybe late September, early October is our time frame that I'm aware of. So yeah, that's that. I was going to talk about something else. Let me just jump around here. Let me go back to the Axion page there. Yeah, let's go talk about the VABBLE Airdrop. 6 days to go. Yesterday I got extended for 7 days. So we're at 6 days to go on that, on the VABBLE Airdrop. So yeah, 5 days and 12 hours to be precise. Let's be accurate, right? I'd say 6 days, 5.5 days. There we are. And of course, that's counting down on the clock there. So if you want to get into that, all you have to do is what do you have to do? You have to buy 1 million or more of Axion on Uniswap, and then you can then stake that for 350 days. And then you also have to purchase $100 of VABBLE, which you can hold on your wallet. You don't need to stake that. And then just fill out the form. That's how easy it is. So buy 1 million, stake it for 350 days of Axion, and then also buy VABBLE tokens as well. But you just can hold those. You don't have to stake them, and that's pretty easy. So not too bad. All right, so that's I'm not sure what that is. I think I posted the wrong one there. Let me get out of there. Delete that. Move. Right. Let me just get the right one there. That's the right. Post that. Oh, what the heck is it doing? I'm not doing that. It's copying the wrong one. I'm afraid. So I'll just delete that. I definitely click the copy and paste, but not copying over at the moment. Where am I going here? VABBLE. That's bizarre. That's weird, that is. Let me just refresh that again. All right, let me go one more time. Third time lucky. Let's go, folks. Third time lucky. And bam. Yeah, there we are. Third time lucky. That looks better, doesn't it? Yeah, nice. All right. Very cool. All right, jumping back there, and let's go into. So that's what's happening at the moment. So it's counting down, 5.5 days to go, and obviously that's opened it up for new people, and we'll see how we get on there. Now that's sitting at about $156,000 worth at the moment on the market of VABBLE, so we might actually quickly check that too. Let's go check on CoinGecko and have a look at the VABBLE price and the market prices at the moment. So $44,580 of Bitcoin. So it really just cooled off from there, and Ethereum sitting at 3,000. Possibly a good position to make another go for that 50,000 Bitcoin. So we'll see how that gets on. And Cardano at 213, expecting that to really rally by, remember, the 12th of September is the launch for all the super duper advanced contracts, smart contracts, and apparently they're going to make Ethereum smart contracts look like Stone Age. So we're looking forward to that. And also still got dApps coming out that have been built up as well, or something like that. So Binance Coin at just slipped under $400 there. XRP at 113. Dogecoin at 30 cents, and we saw that in the Coin Telegraph. Was it no Coinbase that Dogecoin has been one of the big, I think 60% of their volume or something really big. That's on Cointelegraph. Polkadot $24, and Solana to 73.29. Obviously, Solana's had the huge jump there into the top 10, and obviously with its super fast smart contracts, 50,000 TPS per second, so pretty big there. And smart contracts. So Uniswap sitting at number 11. Terra has jumped in there, 88% bounce there. I'm not sure. I just saw that now. So it's jumped into number 12, and then followed by Bitcoin Cash and Chainlink, which have been there for a while. And what we've got, Litecoin even down the bottom there. Remember, they used to be the darlings, right? It'd be in the top ones. And so we have a bit in the bull market. We've had a few move arounds us. So that's that. All right, very cool. Let's go back to the auction. And we're going to refresh this. So let's go for gold. Now we're going to go for live stream today for about 30 minutes, and then we'll get back to tomorrow for our mega VCA. We're doing our normal, probably hour and a quarter or so. So check us out for there. Just a bit shorter today. We've got the Cardano TVs in the house, locked on and listening. Hey, Cardano TV, you must be very excited. Great to see you in here. We're just talking about Cardano, and of course, Cardano is primed. It's $2.13. I hear people talking about $5 Cardano, $10 Cardano. So 12th of September is coming up. So that's going to be very exciting there, Cardano. So nice to have Cardano in there. Prana says, lol, laugh out loud. Yeah, it's not laugh out loud, Prana. You know what it is. Prana's just laughed out loud. It's locked on and listening. That's the catchphrase for Cardano TV. Very cool. All right, so we'll jump out of there. Bam, let's do it. I always say bam, but every time I say F bam, I'm thinking of F bam. So there we are. Let's go back to the auction, and let's do a refresh as well. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, so just quiet days at the moment, quiet days, but that's the thing. What's the number one thing? Consistency. That's the thing. Now, was it a couple of weeks back? We were selling out all the time. Bam, 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 bam. So we'll just have to look forward to that. Now let's go into the chat. That's what I wanted to do, and we're going to check out some of Pullen's comments for the day. And he's obviously working on a lot of stuff. Not sure if that's Pullen on there. That doesn't look like Pullen. Let me have a look there. Yes, it is Pullen. I don't know why they keep changing stuff or something, and it moves it around. So I'm not sure what they're doing there. Now Pullen has been in a lot today, so it's pretty nice. It's great to see. I mean, really, Pullen is now the new leader, even though we're moving to a more of a decentralized team. We have a core team, but it's great to have a leader, right? Everyone likes to have a leader. So congratulations, Pullen, on that, because we need a good leader on the team. Every project needs a leader. That just seems to be that way. Very cool. Right, so he's been in there quite a bit there talking. What else is there? There was an issue with the recycling due to over-the-top discounts and bonuses in the auction. Combined with short statement, we've recently closed that loophole and introduced some real deflationary measures. Watch the space. We should be pumping again very soon. So that's very encouraging, isn't it? So jump back. That was earlier today. That was about 5 hours ago. So very nice on there. That's Pulling there, just responding to Rob. And a big YouTuber doing a video that should be released any day now too. All right, so that's big news here right now. If you haven't heard of that, there's a big YouTuber doing a paid promotion of Axion, so that's going to be cool. So we've got that coming down the line as well. Price will be turning around soon. Let's have a look here. So price will turn around soon. Have you seen the changes we've made? Added to deflationary mirrors and started burning Axion buybacks. So they have started burning the buybacks, folks. So any ETH that's going in there has been starting to do the burns. And they accumulate over time. So it should become a bigger impact. They're actually monitoring that as well. So that's pretty positive. So we'll look. Prana says laughing on all levels, says Prana. Yeah, nice one there, Prana. Laughing on all levels. You heard it there. Now we've got to leave it to Crypto Crow to vet it. Let's have a look here. Have you seen and vetted this video? No, we're leaving it to Crypto Crow to vet it. So it's probably the promotional video that's coming up. Lucky, what's it? This one here. Lucky we have learnt from previous mistakes and have been in the past. Yeah, that was, remember that famous YouTuber that, well, not famous, but a decent size, probably an intermediate size YouTuber, did a pretty poor promotion. So the team looked after that. That was back in Sheldon's day when Sheldon decided to do a proper video on it. And Axion Officer goes, I only asked because Crypto Crow was one of the, was it? I only asked because Crypto Crow one wasn't, and we all know how that went. See, if I was back around then, we wouldn't have gone with Crypto Crow. Look how he scores on my list of YouTubers. Let's have a look at that. So let's look. Crypto Crow's down there. I got a whole list of YouTubers on here. So pretty interesting there. Sheldon Evans down here, of course. There's ranking these YouTubers. I wonder if Data Dash, Data Dash is there. Yeah, Data Dash really stopped. I don't know. He's just stopped growing his channel. He was obviously pretty much in the top 3, Data Dash, but then I think he's been a bit distracted with other things that he's been doing up there at the moment. Who else is up there? Yeah, a few others. So BitBoy Crypto is in there. Coin Bureau, Altcoin Daily is at the top there. There's up towards 1 million subscribers up there if you can't see that yourself. Chico Crypto, I watched one of his videos today. Not sure if I was convinced by his argument for an altcoin, but he's got 250,000. So I'm just trying to think how many. I probably know at least half of these. Crypto Jeb, Crypto Crow. Yeah, so interesting. Yeah. All right. So that's pretty cool. Certificate of deposit on the blockchain. What's unique? What's Axion's unique selling point? Certificate of deposit on the blockchain, which generates not only high interest but also liquid dividends in form of wrapped Bitcoin. It's true. What else we got? I hope we will continue with partnerships. We will. We have had several companies and tokens approach us for partnerships. We're just taking a few months out to focus purely on Axion for a change. And then, of course, there's some here. What do you think, guys, of these following changes to the auction bid page? So look at that. So auction price here on top of the 7% discount, get an additional bonus there. Auction bid video tutorials here. That's actually a good idea, isn't it? To have a auction bid video tutorial, very good idea. Deflation, any deflationary measure. We have started using auction ETH to buy back and buy a large amount, so that's quite cool as well. Nice, those are nice, they're good changes. I think he's actually done further ones since then, so very cool. That's the change we have made. We are now 55% of the auction. ETH to buy back Axion from Uniswap and burn it. So that's pretty cool. This will push the price up, certainly will. So all these the marketing measures that we've got at the moment, the small ones, and then ones like this, obviously, all focused on getting that price up as well. Just a couple other comments up there. Let's just scroll through. So here's a nice one here. My mission says Pullen is to make Axion a success for all investors, small and large, not just in the short term. We all know this is no pump and dump coin. The whole team is working hard to make sure this project lasts 15 years and beyond. So it's pretty nice coming out from there. Are you guys able to gather reasonable analytics? Not really, but we have some big marketing coming in the next 2 days, which should help get some bids in. So that's pretty nice. So that's if you're looking for that, it's coming up. Free pizzas for bidders. Yeah, that's pretty funny. What else we got there? But 60 days backlog recyclers who can sell. What's it? No bids can determine if auctions were the factor of declining. I think, yes, that's true, but there's a 60-day backlog of recyclers who can still sell. But beyond that, yes, the recycling is reduced and removed. So that's good to see. And then we have this one up here, which is pretty good. Let's have a look at this. It's dynamic based on the amount of ETH required to sell out auction, and it shows how much would be burned if the auction is 100% sold out. Once auctions are back to selling out on a regular basis, we will make like Ethereum bid one directly above that row, and it will show what's been burnt so far and how much could be burned. If you have a suggestion for a nicer way to display, please let me know. And so we've got Axion there. I think they actually did further upgrades to this. So we'll go to the last page. This is the last page, folks. We're almost up to the Pullen updates. Pullen, obviously, if you don't know who he is, the marketing director for Axion. So that's why we're going through these to get any pearls or insights of wisdom. What's going on? Before we finish the last page, let's just do an update and refresh the auction, see how we're getting on. Currently about 19 minutes in. I'm going a little bit longer than I was going to, but hey, we've got good stuff coming from Pullen, so we're going to watch that. What's this one here? I see. Potentially, yes. We know how much ETH is being used on buybacks and can calculate how much of a price impact that would have. I will get the devs to look into it. Nice idea. So I'm not sure exactly one that's responding to. Probably up here somewhere. So is that one? So it's probably that one there. Sure. Drop me a DM. What's this one here? I'll put some to get some ideas. Sure, drop me a DM. We're just looking for some very quick changes before a big marketing push on Friday. It's coming up on Friday, so we've got the mega VCA on Friday, so that's pretty good as well. What else got? Hey there, Batman. We're here for heading. Please take a look at the roadmap available. So it was just a roadmap post. The core team is leading the ship, which consists of Jubin, Jojo, T Daly, and Call Me Joel, and myself, which is Bon. We let the Punky go a couple of months back after some difference in direction. Since then, we found some flaws in the current tokenomics, which explain why we have been downhill trend for the last 5 months. Good news is we have found some solid solutions in the process of implementing them. We are currently testing some of them. Please see this page. So that's pretty awesome, eh? Yeah, it's really good to see that. That's why I like going through these Pollens updates for the day. It's a quick way of getting a good update. Rest assured, we are working hard to ensure longevity of this token and make sure it's worthwhile getting involved with all the investors, small and large. So it's nice. And of course, we are forming a new Axion strategy team, Axion advisory council, as per this announcement, to make sure no one person is in charge anymore. Obviously, you need leadership, but it's great to get that where you can get some of the good contributions, good ideas, and then filter those through. That also helps the team add value over time. So yeah, we have a major YouTuber coming out in the next few days, as well as another big marketing push. So it's great to see that. So here we are, folks. We're starting to get that kickoff right. They've started off with some obviously small marketing promotions, and now just stepping up to that next stage. They're very cool. What else we got in there? Never mind. I look closer at the graphic. We will have something more like what you showed us on the stats page. What else we got going there? We're seeing real simulations. Even a tiny burn actually helps reduce inflation a huge amount. That's an interesting insight. It's tricky to show how much inflation it saved us from, but almost possible really. But we can certainly show a graph of how much has been burnt over time. That'd be very cool. We'd all like to see that. So very cool. What's else there? We got that one there. Just following up. Here's some of the actual ones. I think deflation mirrors. So it's going to have Axion tokens sold out, burned if sold out. So the 27th in this example is what it would be. So it was today's auction, an example. So not too bad. What else we got there? I'm just doing two different ways of looking at it. Jack receives 2% now, not 5%. And a couple there. So Batman was really getting in there with some questions there. So that's if you've got questions, get into Discord and ask away. You can see Pullen's answering them as he can. So very cool. We're voting a lot currently after the change of leadership. So that's the thing. We have had a leadership change and pivoting in a nice direction. I'm pretty happy with that. Cardano TV says it was Crypto Crow who got me into Cardano at 3 cents. Well, that was lucky Crypto Cardano TV. And Kenny Lai says, let's hope Pullen can pull it off. Yeah, nice pun there, Kenny. Oh, all right, very cool. Yeah, but agreed. Yeah. Cheers. We've been holding off. We've been holding off a lot of stuff while we've been fixing the tokenomics model. So that's why we've had quite a few weeks in to get it together. We're planning a lot of new website content and video tutorials, but we need to nail the auction model and tokenomics first, which is happening. Only 2 days ago, we merged 2 auctions into one, which helps our marketing efforts, constantly explaining the differences of regular and VCA. It was draining and confusing a lot of people. And you know me doing the live stream here every day, that it does take a lot to describe the 2 auctions. So I'm with them on that one. We are trying to simplify things a lot, get the token back on the uphill trajectory that it deserves. So very cool. Yeah, we're pretty happy to have such an awesome team, aren't we, in place. We're trying to simplify things a lot, get the token back uphill. What else we got in there? Are we expecting auction action to increase? And he said yes. Also check out the dolphin chat. So maybe the dolphins are up to something as well. We might see a lot, because as I always say when we're watching the auctions, that we get a lot of dolphins moving all the time. They're kind of the main investor group that's active constantly, and looks like they may be up to stuff on that group as well. So I'm not in that particular group, but if you're in there, you can find out the goss for us and let us know. Prana says if ETH is just continuing to be this expensive to use, it'll be hard to pull off success. Well, the gas fees, but yeah, once we get to Axion version 3, which, like I say, is probably late September, October, we won't really care. Axion will be the only platform that I know of that will have a solution for the ETH fees, and we won't really care too much what the GUI is unless it's super high. And Free Willy says, yeah, let's get this token to was that 1 cent or 10 cents? 10 cents? Is that 10 cents? Yeah. Typically, well, first of all, we want to get it to 0.001 cent, then we want to get to 0.001 cent, then to 0.1 cent, and then to 1 cent. Then to 10 cents. Prana says, I don't think V3 will help that much with the gas fees. That's one of the major features of V3 is to deal with the gas fees, Prana. So the stakes are going to be up to 1/8 of the cost of any GUI price at any particular time. So you're looking at very cheap prices. They've changed the mathematics. They got rid of the loops. The loops are the things. The S load is what really was costing it, as it has to run through the interest calculations and benefit calculations every day for the life of the stake. So that they've got rid of a lot of that stuff. Stakes are going to be NFTs as well. So it really is quite awesome from that point of view. Opens up new products as well. All right, so that's looking good. We've gone through that. Let's get out of there. And so there was some good stuff in there from Pullen today. So we do appreciate that. Thanks, Pullen. Pullen has probably no clue that we're talking about, but hey, there we are. That's like I say, if he finds out that we're talking about it on the channel, he's probably to take more care in his comments now. Just kidding. All right, so let's have a quick look at the auction and refresh this, and we'll go for gold. All right. All right, so 23 hours and 33 minutes to go, folks. 5.52 is what we need. We've got 200 million in there. 16.6. Let's look at what we have to get for tomorrow. Almost 38.6 million AXN per ETH is mind blowing at the moment. And so if you want to get in there, you can use the link in the video description. You just once you've hooked up your wallet, you can click send max, put your bid in, and then send bid, and it will go in here. You'll get a new line item down the bottom here that will pop up saying your bets, I should say, and that will have your bid into the auction. And at the end of the 24-hour auction, you can withdraw and stake it. That's how easy it is. There's 2 transactions to go in there, 2 ETH fees, so just take that into account. But the GUI has come down at the moment, somewhere between about 25 at the moment, but it has been down at 20 there just a bit earlier. So try and pick your lower gas times. It's always handy for reducing those fees. All right, so the Mega VCA number 80, can you believe it? 808 VCAs. The number is coming up tomorrow on the Friday with all the wash-ups, 3.3 billion. I expect it to be about 3.7 by the time we get there, as more of the VCA from yesterday flows into it. So that's what I expect to see. All right, Free Willy says, I bought even with higher gas fees, says Free Willy. That's a shame. I like you get cheap gas fees there, Free Willy. Prana says, that's my impression from participating testnet. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be the case there, Prana, but I get it. That testnet, I did live streams of that testnet, and I don't think that it was relevant because it was the Ethereum was doing their London fork testing on it, and I think that was the big slowdown and stuff like that, and that's why it was the free will. I think that's not the real issue here. Yeah, well, there's a couple issues, right? There's one issue is that we need cheap gas fees regardless of auction sellouts. The other thing is we need more demand and correct incentives and balancing for the auctions, and also between that and Uniswap. And then the other thing is we need more use cases for the token on Uniswap and more purchasing, and therefore we need to get that liquidity squeeze. So there's all those things that need to be balanced out, but the team's working on it, and I like what I see so far. Apparently said TTL didn't sound so happy with the V3 contract savings either. Oh, really? Okay, I never heard that from him. I'll go and check out that. But that's from the testing that the Death Row brothers did. It's the mathematicians that seem to be the case in the presentation. Yeah, he was only testing. They don't know if they haven't. It hasn't gone live on the main chain, so not sure if that's struck packing. Says Prana. Okay, all right. Well, I'll investigate that, Prana. All right. So let's refresh here. 30 minutes in, folks, into the opening sniping hour. I'm going to go probably for another 4 minutes. I was going to have a bit of shorter live stream today, and we'll get back to, we'll do a normal one tomorrow for the big mega VCA. Right, let me just jump back here. Let's have the price here, quadruple 0826, and Ethereum is just under 3,000, 2,997. Gwei's at 25, 23 at the moment, 23. Moving around there, but it's on the lower side. That's positive. Free Willy says over 80% reduction must be good. Yeah, that's right, Free Willy. That's what's expected. So yeah, I'll contact T Daly about Prana's comments there, and see what's up with that. Hopefully, I'll get a response. You never know. You never know, folks. But that was what was in the presentation from the Death Row brothers. Was up to an eighth cheaper on the staking, but their auctions are different. Prana auctions will not be the cost reductions won't be quite as strong as staking. That was the presentation by the Death Row brothers. So I don't know whether that means 65% savings or what. Free Willy says, how can he not be happy? I think the savings are closer to 20 to 40% savings in most cases, actually. Are you referring to the auctions, though, Prana? Are you referring to the auctions as opposed to staking? For the auctions, you might be right, but for comparing gas unit savings, version 2 and 3. Yeah, but at the time we were doing the testing, it was all congested on what's it called? What's that network called? It's called Robstein Test Network. So we'll see. All right, let's have a look here. We've got Y sitting at 48.5 cents, Matic sitting at 5.93, Quick sitting at 5.93, and Matic at 1.31. We've got Hex at about 18.1, 18.2 cents. We've got DXT at 76.5, so they're actually pretty bullish, all these, aren't they, really? And we've got Axion at a quadruple 0.82. Matic's come off a bit there, though, down about 20 cents or so, and Y's off a bit there too. Quick, Hex, and DXT still holding up there pretty well, pretty nice gains. Prana says Robstein, yeah. The gas units used per transaction should be about the same, even if on testnet or mainnet. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Prana, about that. So I was, being cautious about that. That's why I said I'd talk to T Daly about that, as Ethergan shows. Yeah. But the volumes are completely different, right? The fact that they were sucking out the activity, the underlying economic volumes are different. They're not live volumes; they're test volumes, and this my counter argument is that that the ETH team was running so much stuff on that chain that it was ridiculous at the time, like super slow and super expensive from memory. Maybe not super expensive, but it certainly was not working very well. We were doing it live. My first day I did it live. I was trying to do a transaction. It took about 40 minutes or something to go through. So that was my experience on day one of that was V1 testing. V2 and day V2 and day V3 were better, but Excuse me, yeah. All right, we're done 45 minutes from the live stream today, so we're going to end it there. So we'll just do a final wrap up at the moment. Let's just do a final tally, and don't forget to catch me tomorrow for the big mega VCA. We'll probably have about 3.7 billion AXN up for grabs, so it should be a bit of fun. And you can it'll be the end of the week. You can relax and grab a drink, that sort of thing. So it should be fun. All right, we need 5.5 to sell out, 200 million in the pottle, and we've got 23 hours and 26 minutes. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed this laid back session, and catch me for a bit more excitement on Friday. It's going to be the weekend. Woohoo! So I'm sure people will be excited about that for sure. All right, take care out there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in Discord, of course. And let's go for gold. Free Willy says cheers everybody. John Atkins says cheers Suitman. Hey, pleasure everybody. And Free Willy, big smile. And Prana says cheers all. Yeah, take care everybody out there. Onwards and upwards, eh? Onwards, upwards. I definitely like what Pullen's the direction that Pullen's taking everything. So very well, just going to look out for that. And we've got marketing starting Friday over the weekend. And it's going to be good. So we're moving to that next level. I like it. All right, take care. Cheers.